What is up, guys? Stark here. Today I'm going to be doing the 30 stamina chaos difficulty Rebecca stage in the Coliseum. Now, as far as Coliseum difficulties go, this wave of chaos opponents is fairly easy, but as the Coliseum progresses, it's going to get increasingly harder, and that'll make using a free-to-play team that much more difficult to do. But I will try my best for these videos to be as free-to-play friendly as possible. So with that being said, I'm going to be using a double Mihawk team. Now since Rebecca is a quick character, we want to use double Raid Hawk instead of Int Hawk, mainly because of Raid Hawk's special. Because you want to kill Rebecca before she attacks you, otherwise you will probably lose. So this is the team we're going to be going with. We have our Mihawks, our Doflamingo, which is a max special. Almost required for any chaos difficulty, a max special Doflamingo. So if you do not have one, I highly recommend you do that. The other units we're using are Koza and Halloween Zoro, and those are mainly for Absalom, which is going to be a red unit in stage 4. And then we're going to use Koza for the slasher boost as well. The last unit is I'm using is Crocodile. Now the reason why I'm using Crocodile is mainly because of sockets, but also because he has a special that will shuffle orbs, so that gives us an extra chance of getting a green orb at this last stage for Rebecca. You could potentially swap out Crocodile for Law, but you are going to be using 4 green units against Absalom, so you might not be able to do enough damage to kill him. Just, give it a try, see what happens, see what you like better. I personally prefer Crocodile instead of Law. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Oh, I did forget to mention, you do want to make sure you have level 2 silence bind sockets, because this guy here is going to lock 1 unit for 2 turns at random. So if you have the sockets, you don't have to worry about it. Matching orbs is also really nice if you have them. So now we're just going to focus on stalling for the first 3 stages. We don't really need any specials ready for Absalom, except for Halloween Zoro, but we don't want to leave it up to chance. We just want to make sure we have everything ready before we get to Rebecca, because we're going to need all of our specials when we get there. And this is pretty much how all of the Coliseum stages are going to go. The first 3 stages you're going to just focus on stalling, and then stage 4 and stage 5 are going to be the really difficult part. So those blue units in the back will also bind your characters. So if you have the bind sockets again, this will be another way to get a couple extra turns of stalling in. Now don't necessarily worry too much about getting hit. You have plenty of health if you're using the slasher team, but you don't want to take unnecessary hits. Like the turtle hitting us is fine, and then this guy hitting us is fine, but after that you don't want to take another hit from this guy. So just go ahead and kill him and then focus on the turtle. Now I'm going to kill this turtle before he attacks us again. If your cooldowns are a little bit higher than mine, you could take a hit here and get a few extra turns, but I don't need it. Another thing to keep in mind is to try and get blue orbs on your blue characters for the next stage to do a little bit of extra damage on him. So Absalom here is going to blind you for 5 turns, which is always super annoying. So just go ahead, hit your perfects your best you can, try not to miss, and just try and do as much damage as possible. Now, this turn he's going to change all your orbs to bomb orbs, which makes things really difficult. You could opt for using Law Special here, or Crocodile if it's ready, and that'll just clear out all the bomb orbs, but I don't personally like doing that, so I'm just going to go ahead and just attack. So there we go. Alright, now we're going to use Zoro Special here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because in 2 turns he's going to put up a immunity buff, raise his attack and his defense. And I'm just doing this to make sure he doesn't attack us before he does that, because we can only survive 1 hit from him after he boosts his attack. So I don't want him to kill us in the middle of this. And we're getting really bad orbs here too, so we're going to have some difficulty killing him. Yeah, that was really bad. Oh, that was perfect. Alright. Ideally, you want to wait for the blind to run out so you can hit your perfects with Rebecca a lot easier. I'm going to try and get as many attacks in as possible to try and get some green orbs. Alright, so here's the boss, which is Rebecca. And she's going to put up an immunity buff, and then she's going to put up a counter buff thing. And basically what that does is, after 2 turns, she's going to deal damage back to you based on the amount of damage you deal her. So if you try and burst Rebecca down and you don't kill her, she's most likely going to kill you here. But if you're using a team similar to what I'm using, you'll have no issues with it. Just make sure you have at least 2 green orbs. If you have 1 green orb, you can still do this, but you might need the 2nd turn in order to kill her. So you're just going to use all your specials here. Alright, and then you just focus in, hit your perfects, and kill her. And there you go. That is how you beat Rebecca 30 stamina on the Chaos difficulty in the Coliseum. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will also have videos for Lucky Roo and Jirogue. So keep an eye out for them, and until next time, I will see you guys later.